Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jar.
Yep.
So I really wanted to talk about jabs and hooks, and I know some of you are probably like, oh my God, are they ever going to stop talking about that? But I kind of think it's something that I really spent a lot of time learning when I first started. And I think with my first coaches, we learned together, like Darlene and Megan and Justine and Carla, and we kind of learned jab, jab, right hook together. And then I kind of forgot to tell everyone else that came on after that. I know we've talked about it, but maybe not as much as we did right at the beginning. So I really want to go back and make sure that you guys really understand jab, jab, right hook. And I know that you probably think, okay, I should just go buy that book and read it. I don't actually recommend that at all. That book is pretty heavy. I mean, go ahead and buy it, but it's a heavy book. I did that. I went right out and bought it as soon as Brian mentioned it to me. And that was like one of the first conversations Brian and I ever had about my like page. So he told me to go get the book. I went and got the book, and I'm like, oh my, I don't understand any of this, and it didn't make any sense. It was boring. So that was my first little personal development, was this jab, jab, right hook, boring book. So don't do that. I would rather you take some time and go on YouTube. And actually this morning, I went on YouTube and just YouTubed jab, jab, right hook, Beachbody. And there is so many team calls that come up from all different coaches. So you maybe will listen to me and nothing will really resonate, but the way someone else says it, it will. So for personal development this week, go and do that, at least a couple times. Even if you think you've totally got jab, jab, right hook. This morning, I was like, yeah, I actually haven't done that in a while either. Or it just kind of made even more sense the more you get into it. So I would, even though we're doing this call today, I would recommend doing that this week as well, especially the new coaches, in the last year coaches. If you're feeling uncomfortable about this and you don't really understand what we're talking about, go and do that. Be a self-learner and go and YouTube. I swear to you, when I first started coaching, that is all I did. I didn't read books. I didn't listen to podcasts. I watched YouTube videos every single day. Every chance I could, I would, if I was putting my makeup on, whatever, that's what I was doing. So jab, jab, right hook. The premise is that you really need to be sharing your story. I'm watching Darlene and Justine laugh, and I'm getting totally distracted. Would you like to share what you're laughing about?
Rob just kind of stepped in the back, and he thought Justine was sign languaging the whole thing. She's putting lotion on her hands.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, did I say something that was really funny? Okay. Okay, so you need to be sharing really, really good content on your pages, whatever kind of page you have. And it has to be gaining trust with people. And salesy posts are not gaining trust. All they're doing is pushing people away, especially a newer coach. I mean, I'm 2.5 years in, so people know that I am selling Beachbody products. So I have a little bit more leeway in my posts. If they talk about the 21-day fix or coaching a little bit more, it's because everybody knows that's what I'm doing anyway. So it's not as important for me to do more non-Beachbody than Beachbody. However, it's still what I do. I still follow my same structure that I did from the very beginning. And that means basically 90% are jabs that have no invitation in them. So that's the difference between a jab and a hook. A hook is inviting someone to buy, join your team, join your challenge group, join your free group. A jab is just sharing your life and gaining friends and gaining trust. So, for example, a picture today that I did, and I'm actually going to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. I'm just going to go to my page, and I'll probably pop on other people's pages as well. So be ready. for that. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. So let's just go to my page, and I'm going to show you my personal page because as I told you guys, I started using that in the new year and it has been amazing. Like I said, I wasn't comfortable until this year to use my personal page, so it's a totally personal thing, but I will say it's really helped me gain a lot of new connections, and I can see I'm building trust with a lot more people that I wasn't really connecting with before. So this morning, here is my post from this morning. Is it Saturday? Sometimes I still have to pinch myself. I imagined having Saturdays off for years, but never ever thought it would happen. Coaching jab, right there. Delaney's at grandma's, the Nighthawk's still sleeping, Mags is, well, who knows, and I'm having a quiet Saturday morning. It almost feels criminal. Like, I can't believe this has happened to my life. Coaching jab. Workout done. Challenge group jab. Some positive reading to start my day. Personal development coaching jab. Prepping some new info for my coffee hour with my team. Coaching jab. First coffee down. But most of all, feeling grateful. Coaching jab. Hashtag life by design, that coach life. I never asked anyone to join my team. I never asked anyone to join my challenge group. But behind the scenes, that's exactly what that's talking about. And then in the picture, there's my personal development book. So people are going to see, oh, okay, so that's maybe where she's getting all this positivity from. Like, wow, like maybe reading is, it just gets people thinking when they see all of that. Oh yeah, this Justine posted this last night, and of course, like, this has got my name written all over it. So like seeing that picture, you're like, oh my God, is she a coach? Like, are you kidding me? Is she supposed to be healthy? But this is gaining trust with people. They're like, oh, she's totally normal. She's not just eating apples all day, and she's not like stuffing healthy recipes down our throats all the time. She's being honest. Like, she loves candy and she would love to have a candy drawer. And I mean, that got like 60 likes and shares. So now what did I do? Oh, Kimberly must have just posted, but I went this morning and I replied to every single person, because when I reply, it keeps it in Facebook land for more time. So more people are going to see that post because I've replied. And you know what else I did? I went like this. And I sent that little 2-sentence, thanks for liking my post message to everybody. And now I must have just cleared my messages, but when I got back to my messages after doing it, I had 12 responses. So there's 12 conversations, and it might just be, oh, no problem, you're welcome. I haven't even looked at the messages, but I did see one, and one lady said, oh, by the way, how much is Country Heat? So there's a conversation that I get to have later on this afternoon just by saying thank you for liking my post. So that's another jab. Nothing to do with anything. It's just sharing me. This was last night as well. It's everywhere, the best of the best. Okay, yeah. So this was kind of like, I'm sure sometimes people just want to barf at our post, right? Like, oh my God, will they stop sharing their beautiful pictures and that they work out all the time? And this was just me saying, you know what? We're all just normal human beings here. And let's be honest, we're just sharing the perfect pictures. And that's totally, like, I will say that forever. I take 10 selfies and I'm only going to post the best one, right? So that was just me kind of sharing a little bit more, a jab. And I've been noticing on some of the top coaches' personal pages, they have been doing little quick little things without a picture. A couple years ago, they told us, never post without a picture. So I've always made sure I had pictures, but Rosa Friesen is the one that I've been seeing. She does a lot of these little like funny 2-liners, and actually they've been getting me so much engagement. So this was one, Delaney, honestly, this happened yesterday. She found like this black hair coming out of my chin while we were brushing her teeth. So I just quickly posted it right after, and it's amazing. Like, it had like 20 comments and all these likes. So I've gone and sort of chatted with them. So that's another jab. That's just sharing my life. So that's going to appeal to women that have a 5-year-old at home, right? And women that have hairs growing out of the chin. Okay, so I want to get down to, so these were all jabs. Like there was no invitation in any of these. Someone posted this on my page, so I just left it up because it's pretty funny, you know, when you're on a diet but love tacos. So that was pretty funny. So here is a hook. So you saw how many jabs happened before a hook came. And this actually is a video from Team Beachbody about All Access, and it's a really great video. What I did to make it upload directly from my computer is a website called KeepVid. I think that's what it is, keepvid.com. So what I did was I went to YouTube and I copied the URL of the video and I put it into this site called KeepVid, and it downloaded directly to my computer. So now when I posted this, I uploaded this video like it was from my computer. Why you want to do that is it's going to get more engagement for your page instead of getting engagement for, first of all, for Team Beachbody, or if you just post the link from YouTube. Facebook hates YouTube, like they're competitors. So if you post a link from YouTube, Facebook is going to say, screw that, we're not advertising for YouTube. Your post is not going to be seen. So I use keepvid.com a lot. I'll try to remember to do a video of that website because it's really specific where you put the share link. So I'll try and remember to do that this weekend. But anyways, it's a great site. I use it all the time. So here is my hook. I'm not going to read it all. It's all the same, you know. What is that voice in your head saying? How many times have you been telling yourself that you're going to make a change? It doesn't have to be complicated. I remember feeling like that. I always stopped before I started because I was so insecure about my weight. I was too self-conscious to go and do anything about it. I want to talk to my women, and my women are overweight and they're insecure. They're too insecure to go to the gym. That was me. I would never go to the gym in a million years, never. So it was like I sat on the couch eating cheesies instead of doing anything about it. That's who I'm talking to. So figure out who you're talking to. How can you relate your story to them? So when they read this, they're like, God, she knows me. She knows exactly how I'm feeling. Maybe I would want to do this. And then I go on and on and on. Thanks to the support of my coach, I was able to get to my healthy body. I was able to learn. Something that I don't talk about very much is like healthy weight or number on the scale, because I want to talk to women that probably are always going to have trouble with their weight. That's me, right? Like, you know, I can say I lost 90 pounds, but 15 of those pounds are always up and down and around. And like, it's just me. So I want to talk to someone that's more interested in just feeling confident and changing their mindset and finding motivation to at least get started. And then we'll work through the hard stuff together. That's who I am talking to. So that's what my post reads. You can't go and copy and paste this post because it's not going to sound like it's from you. Take the ideas from coaches' posts, but make them sound like you, that it's your own words and you're speaking to the people that you want to speak to. So after I've done my whole blurb, at the end, are you ready? If the answer is yes, message me or comment below. That is a hook. That's an invitation. As you can see, no comments, no messages, and only like 19 people liked it. Don't be alarmed when that happens. So if you are looking at this post and you're saying to yourself, you know what? Most of the posts I do are like this, and nobody's commenting and nobody's liking, that's why. This is a salesy post. This is a call to action. This is an invitation. You can't have your whole page full of invitations, or people are just going to look at you and say, there's another frickin' Beachbody coach. Get them off my page. They're driving me crazy. You need to have more jabs than hooks. So here's, Delaney in the dollar store. That's appealing to women that have kids, that you give them $1 and they go nuts in the dollar store. That was another jab. Here is me talking about my elite flowers. Oh, and it was actually really funny because these flowers were stuck at our new house and I thought they weren't coming. I emailed Beachbody and told them, oh, I just want you to know my flowers didn't come. And they were in this corner in our construction zone. So, I mean, that's another jab about coaching, you know, top 20 in Canada. Hashtag that stuff. You guys are on a team that is the top 20 in Canada. Hashtag it. Hashtag celebrating elite. Hashtag top 100. All of those little things are subtle jabs all the time. It's not coming out and spamming people and asking people to join you, but it's these subtle jabs. Okay, that's enough on my page. Let's go. Dard, can we go to your fitness page? Is that better or your personal page?
Either one, I guess. I do more stuff now. My personal, trying to get in, like you said, so it's whatever.
Or your like page, which one? Which one would be the best?
God, I don't know. You check it out.
Well, let's go to a like page just because. What is your like page? Well, let's go here. I'll be able to.
Darlene O'Rourke Fitness. That's my personal one.
Oh, there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Okay. So we're going to go to a like page. And as you all know, we talk about these pages all the time. And I am no longer going to tell anyone what kind of page they should have, because I almost think we've done a disservice telling you all to just have these support pages. If you are still shy about posting, you're not totally confident, you don't necessarily want your family and friends to like be in this yet, a support page is perfect, okay? That's the way you should start. That would be exactly how Megan has built her business. Our first message with each other was, I don't want anyone to know I'm doing this. How can I do this? Well, let's start a support page, make it private. You can invite who you want. That's how she started, very successful. Darlene started that way as well, but she fairly quickly got a like page. So she was ready to move on. I started with a like page only because that's the only thing I saw. I saw Amy had a like page, so I just followed her. But I opened up a support page quickly after, about 6 weeks later. So I always had those two, like Darlene always had those two. I never used my personal page. I don't know why. Like I feel like an idiot now, actually. I mean, I guess I wasn't comfortable enough, but that's where all your friends are. So if you are confident with this, that would be what I would say go do. The only thing with your personal page, you don't post links. But don't post links ever. Like, I don't want anyone ever posting their link to their Beachbody website or their link to the 21-day fix. Like, you should never be posting links. That's the thing you have to worry about on your personal page. Facebook doesn't want us running businesses on our personal pages. But if you're just sharing and doing this properly, your personal page is where all your friends are. So you really have to decide where you're most comfortable and how you can make this work. And talk to your upline, like talk to your coach about it, and we'll walk you through it. We'll find the perfect solution for you where it's going to work and you're going to be most comfortable. But I don't want to set any like real hard rules because I think maybe we've done a disservice to some people. So that's kind of like my new 2017. We'll take each person as they come and decide at that moment. Okay. So here's Dar, and she does an awesome job. So here's a jab, right? There's no invitation in this, but it's sharing that she worked out 54 minutes ago. Did you? Good job. So making excuses burns 0 calories per hour. I mean, that everyone needs to see that, right? Like that does motivate people. So she's given this, it's Saturday, but who cares? I still did my workout. It's a video, which is going to video is amazing in Facebook. It gets lots of traction. Here's a funny quote that she shares. Oh, there's their sneak peek. Okay, what's this, Dar? So this is her Friday, another workout. And Dara's, like, I would say your target market is really like women who love fitness. Like Dara loves running and she's like fit girl. She always has. I remember in high school, like that's what, if I think about Darlene in high school, it's athletic, fitness. So that's the type of woman she's attracting, all different ages, but women that really love fitness, which is totally opposite of me. Like I'm not attracting women that love fitness. I'm attracting women that, how can we do this in the shortest time possible and we don't have to cook any recipes? Like I'm attracting lazy people basically. And still eat, and Terry chimes in, and that we can still eat cheesies. That's my target market. Okay, so here's another jab, getting out of your comfort zone. So this is like a coach jab, right? As a coach, I'm always telling people to get out of their comfort zone. It's where the magic happens and where you grow and learn so much about yourself, but easier said than done, right? So she's talking to those people that have maybe thought about coaching, but they think, oh my God, I could never do that. Like, no way, that's crazy. I could never post pictures of myself or whatever. So she's answering objections in her post, which is so important. You know, every time I have a message from someone back that's a no, I take whatever objection they had and I try and make a post out of it. I try and answer that question. So what I do is I think, okay, I hope that Justine is watching my page right now because I'm literally talking to her. I'm literally answering her question, like why it doesn't make any sense for her to be nervous about whatever, or why she doesn't want to join the challenge or whatever. So that's another jab. Glass of wine a day, that's a jab. Like it's just sharing her, right? Darlene's just sharing things that she likes. I never wish this upon anyone. Just some funny stuff. And then I'm trying to get to a hook here, Dar. Here we go. Okay, so here's a hook. Yeah, you were not born to just pay bills and die. I'm opening up my schedule to mentor 10 positive, passionate, determined women who are done with wishing their life was different and are ready to do something about it. So that was obviously a reason why Darlene is loving this. Like now she isn't just working to pay bills. She has a little bit of extra money that she can do extra things with. So she's sharing her story. She's sharing what coaching has done already for her and inviting people to join. So she talks a little bit about what kind of women she's looking for, and then what it's done for her. I know for me, I want to live in a world of excitement, enjoyment, passion, and purpose. I want to have the freedom to work from home, travel, and be with my family at any given time. If you're ready to be surrounded by other doers and take action towards creating the life you have always imagined, please send me a personal message or comment below. And there's a picture of all of us at Summit and want to join our tribe. So that's an awesome hook. Like that's explaining who she wants, explaining what they're going to get, what it's done for her, and then asking them to join. And yeah, only like 5 people liked it. And that's normal. Like that's totally normal. But if you're posting about this stuff, when you go and invite in your messages, they'll have seen this already. So the statistic is people need to see invitations about 6 to 8 times before they're going to say yes to anything. So this, when you're doing your post on your page improperly, you're gaining their trust and their confidence. So they're watching your page. You know, if you gain them through your jabs, they keep watching your page. They watch through the hooks. Even though they don't think they're interested in the hooks, they still see them because you've gained the trust through all of those jabs that you've done. And then when you go to message them, they've seen all of this stuff. You've already done all of these sort of, what are they called? What's that word I'm looking for? Anyways, they've seen your stuff enough times that they're ready, right? They're almost on their 8th time seeing about coaching or whatever, your challenge group or your free group. So now they're ready to join you because you've given them all of this in different places through the messages and through your page. Oh, that was weird.
I wanted to share the success of other people.
I was like, wait a second, I'm not on my own page. Okay. That was good. All right. Who else? Can I go to your page, Justine? Is that okay?
I wouldn't go to my like page because I just post like maybe once or twice.
No, that's fine. Is your support group okay?
Yeah, I would go to that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys get the drift. Please just open up if you have any questions. Like, that's what I wanted today to be about, because we talk about this all the time. I want to know where you're having challenges. Like, if there's something I'm saying you don't understand, just unmute yourself and ask a question, okay? So here's Justine. Terry is loving all your posts right now, by the way, Justine. He keeps every single night. Did you see Justine's post? It was so awesome. He thinks you're the best looking pregnant lady he's ever seen. Okay. So this is your pinned post. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, so here she's just saying that she's not really feeling that great, but she's still gonna do it, right? Get up and get it done. So again, like a no excuses, get your workout done. Most days I work out and eat veggies, but sometimes I have pizza. So just sharing, like, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna have a treat when I want to. Lessons learned. I was nervous to try. Oh, what's this about? I've been starving. I was nervous to try the ninja. Turn the ninja on, but no one woke up. That's good. So obviously that's nothing to do with Shakeology, but superfoods for the win in the hashtag. So it's just like this gentle jab about Shakeology. It's not asking anyone to buy Shakeology. It's not saying Shakeology is the best thing you could have every day. It's got 70 superfoods and full with vegetables, and like, it's not saying anything, but it's there. And as you can see, it's not her Shakeology cup. Like, it doesn't have Shakeology written anywhere. And that's going to get you more questions. If you have that, like if she did this post and Shakeology was staring, no one's going to wonder what it is. They know, okay, there's Justine talking about Shakeology again. But if she does a post like this, that it's just holding up a cup with nothing on it, she hasn't mentioned Shakeology, there might be someone that says, what is that? What is it that you're drinking? Like one of her new followers, what are you having, Justine? And then she's going to have the chance to explain it in the right way instead of having people draw their own conclusions. And I'm assuming this is here's her hook, right? So what if? There's so many things that come to mind when I think about what life might be like if I never signed up for this little discount on Shakeology 2 years ago. Coaching jab. She's told them that that's all she wanted, and look at what's happened. And she's giving lots of reasons why it's been good for her. And then at the end, she's asking people to join her, and it's the picture of us last weekend. So a what if post. That's always a good one. What if? I did those a lot last year, and they were really good for talking to people. And then she's on to share her food, and it's just jab, jab. Pregnant lady still works out every day. Like, you better have a lot of new moms coming to you, because holy crap. Food. There she's sharing she's sharing a workout, personal development, and energize. Like, those are 3 jabs just in that picture. Just by looking at that picture, she hasn't asked anyone to buy a thing. She hasn't asked anyone to join her team, but she's talked about all those things. Okay? And I'm going to stop this. Okay. So I see that there's some chat. Does anybody have some questions? Go now. Nobody? Wow, this is amazing.
Just a side note, so I know that one of the personal development books was The Compound Effect, but I can't remember what the other one was.
The compound
with an S, I think.
Sorry?
I think it started with an S.
Yeah, The Slight Edge.
Yeah.
Either one of those 2 are really, really good. You Are a Badass is an amazing personal development book. I mean, I think everyone should read that, but I think I often have 2 personal development books on the go at once. So right now I'm reading Find Your Extraordinary. And this is actually the founder of Stella and Dot. And this book is like blowing my mind. I'm loving it. I'm only on chapter 1. So this is kind of like my feel good, you are a badass book. And then my sort of business personal development right now is Jab Jab Right Hook. I'm at a way different point than you guys. We've like Darlene and Justine, Megan, we've been doing social media for 2 years now. So we kind of get it. Like we've heard so much, we've gathered so much information that now Jab Jab Right Hook is making sense to me. Like I'm enjoying.
Yeah, it's not making any sense to me right now, so I'm not even going to touch it for now.
No. Compound Effect. If you have not read the Compound Effect, you need to read it. Like honestly, it's going to help you with your weight loss, your fitness goals, and it's going to help you with your business. What the premise is everything compounds over time. And I can tell you now, 2.5 years later, it does. Like it is hard. It's a slow moving, very slow moving machine at first, but when you ramp up, it's like it goes. But at the end of the day, jabs and hooks and all this stuff will mean a hill of nothing if you're not consistent. At the end of every single call, at the end of every single thing I say to you guys, if you're not consistent, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you do a jab once a day, but don't message people, or if you do hooks. Like you have to just be consistent with all of this. I know that sucks. That's a very fun part of this, but it is the consistency that's going to get you for the win. And I see it in my own business, and I see it from people that are successful. It's the consistency that gets you the results. I mean, it's the same as your fitness. If you only work out once a week, are you going to lose? If you only eat healthy once a week, you're not going to lose any weight. If you only message people once a week and post like once every other day, nothing's going to happen. So I also feel like jabs and hooks have to happen in your messages as well. So how I look at it as when we're forming, like Beachbody uses forming, right? That you're creating the relationship, you're asking questions like, how's your nutrition? What kind of workout would you like? Those are all jabs. Jab, 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 jab. You're jabbing for days sometimes. Like I can jab for a month, but you have to hook somewhere. You're never going to make a sale if you don't ask them, would you like to, like a jab would be, could I share the 21-day fix video with you so you get a better sense of the program? They've watched the video. I follow up. Do you have any questions about the video that you just watched? They come back and maybe ask a couple questions. Eventually I have to say to them, so would you like to join my next challenge group on January 23rd? I would love to help you lose that 30 pounds that you want to lose so you can look awesome in your wedding dress, or you can wear that bikini on the beach. I have to hook eventually. If you're not making any sales and you feel like you have all these conversations going on, there's something not happening right in your messages. So think of the jab, jab, hook everywhere. While you're posting and in your messages, you should be jabbing, 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 jabbing in your messages. That should be your pretty much 90% of your message. But at the end of the day, you have to hook. You have to ask them to join. And I feel like I've talked to so many of you. That was my goal, is sort of to talk personally to a lot of you this January. And it's one or the other. You're either hooking everywhere and people are not watching your page because they feel like you're a salesperson, or you're jabbing and jabbing and jabbing, even in your messages, but never asking anyone. You're too nervous. I get that. Like that would have been me. I was jabbing a lot and not coming out with too many hooks, especially in my messages. So you really have to make sure that you've got the right combination and that you're actually doing it. And then once you get that down and you're consistent with it, you're going to see some success. Okay? Any other thoughts from anybody? Please jump in.
I have a little bit of a question. I was just wondering if you could maybe go through some of the newer coaches, and like, I don't know, I just feel like I've been so consistent in the last couple of weeks, and I just haven't really engaged in a lot of likes on my page. Like I keep sending them the message, and I'm wondering if it's just my page or if I'm just being too
So
salesy.
you have what kind of page do you have, Sonia? Like a private support group?
I have a support group and a like page, but my like page I just started working on the last 2 weeks, so that's kind of new.
Okay.
So just the support page, and I've been doing Instagram.
Okay. Okay, so here's a little note about a like page, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but a like page, you're going to need some money. So if
Like I've been posting like I've got ads going.
Okay, good. So this is kind of for everybody else. If you're deciding between a like page and using your like page and using your personal page, if you feel good about it, I would use your personal page first, because then you don't have to invest any money yet. If you feel really good, I would start doing all three. Yeah, it's overwhelming. I get it. I do it every day. Like, I totally get you. But the like page, you're just not going to get anything unless you're investing in it. So that's great that you're already doing that. And I'm sure, Sonia, that you're connecting with everyone that likes it and sending, like, I'm sure you're doing all those things. So really, at the end of the day, it's just the consistency with that. It really is. I mean, it takes a like page. I have said this to all of you. It's a labor of love, and it's not that much fun. It isn't, but we are all going to need a like page. Eventually, you're going to need a like page. So that's why part of me thinks if you're confident enough to start posting even a little bit on your personal page, you can kind of use those friends that you already have. Probably there's friends on your personal page that aren't in your support group yet. If you think you've got everyone in your support group from your friends list that would ever join, I know for sure they have friends and relatives that would be interested in your support page that don't know you have one yet. I see that happening all the time. Like when I click on, 56 people liked that, the bottom portion of all the likes, I'm not friends with those people. So what's happened is, my mom has liked my post, and because she's liked it, it's gone into her news feed, and now all of her friends have seen Susan Moore liked Michelle Moore Files post. So if they want, they go look at it. They just click it and go look at it. So now they liked it. So now I can add them as a friend. That's what I do. Like as soon as I see someone new that I'm not friends with, that isn't friends with one of you, by the way, if I see they're friends with one of you, I don't do anything with them. But if it's no connection to anything, I add them as a friend and I send them, thank you so much for liking my post. It keeps me inspired to keep posting, or whatever. 2 sentences, whatever, XX. And then at the bottom, I always have my link to my support group. I'm not asking them to join my support group, but the support group is there. So they can click on it and ask to join. And that's happened all week. So go ahead.
No, so I'm saying, so you're suggesting that the like page, I should share that on my personal page?
No. Oh, you can.
Oh.
You can do that if you want.
I would rather not.
Yeah, I don't. That's not what I do. I literally do a post on my personal page. Like, I do post all 3 places. So if that's too much, it's too much, and that's fine. I get that. But I think you should use your personal page a little bit. I guess at the end of the day, I really think if you're comfortable, confident now, which Sonia, I think you are, like you're posting.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. It's another way. Exactly. Terry, just like to simplify all the rambling I'm doing, it's a new way to get followers for free, for no money. Because you've already got a network there. You've already got a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Sonia, it sounded like in the beginning when you first started talking, like, did you want us to pull up your group and have a look at your posts? Like, is that, you kind of mentioned your...
Well, yeah, because I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been so, like, on it. And I'm, like, still not getting likes. But, like, when I send them that post, they're like, oh, my God, it's your page is inspiring. So I'm just thinking maybe people are just being quiet right now because I am being so consistent right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I can pull up your page. Do you want me to? We kind of got off track, but that's what I was planning on doing. Do you want me to pull up your page?
Sure.
Here we go.
Because maybe I'm confused between these jabs and hooks, and like I know a hook is like obviously inviting them to something.
Yeah, I don't think you're confused. I see your page, but where are you? Okay. Yeah, it's a very nice cover photo. I like that. Okay. So here's her pinned post, just sharing her story, right? Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. If you don't believe in yourself enough to take a risk. So team meeting in 45. There's a coaching jab. It's a perfect jab. Be daring, be bold, be inventive. That's like perfect. You've shared workout done. So you've shared your consistent. That's like a challenge group jab. 30 minutes personal development, coaching jab, team meeting, coaching jab. Perfect jab. Vision board, there's another coaching jab. Like, who does that? Like, nobody in the real world is going out making vision boards, but we do. So, and there's lots of people that want to, right? They want to have an environment, a supportive group of people that would actually encourage that, instead of like, this would have been something pre-coaching that I would have seen and been like, oh, that's so cool that that girl does that. I would love to do that. But all my friends would think I'm a weirdo. So you're kind of jabbing that, like, come and join us. This is what we do. This is the kind of stuff we do. Oh, that's you too. So for whatever reason, a lot of people feel super uncomfortable talking about money. I personally don't understand that because I said, so this would be kind of like I think this is kind of like a jab hook. Like, you could have at the end of this said, if you're with me, message me. Like, you could have made, it's kind of like right in between, right? It's kind of like a jab. It is a jab for coaching. You could have easily made that a hook too. So if you needed a hook, that would be a good one. But right now it's more of a jab, a coaching jab. It's like an aggressive jab.
Okay.
And that's what they say to think of it. Like, think of it like boxing, or if you've done turbo jam or turbo fire, we go jab, jab, jab. And then at the end, you come in with the hook. That's what this is all about, right? You got to do more jabs. Like, in a boxing ring, they only hook like 4 or 5 times for the win. It's all the jabs that take the time, right? Yeah, so here's another, this is a jab. Maybe you're not doing any hooks. Or have I just not got to them?
You could be right.
And I think that's a real problem. Like I said in my post, sometimes you're one or the other. Like, and I was like that at the beginning. I was jabbing all day, all week. I never hooked, ever. And why would anyone join me if they don't know? They have to know that there's something to join. They have to be invited. Like, people, you have to almost think of people as like dumb. Like, if you don't literally spell it out like that, and that's what we call a call to action. Like, if you're interested, please message me. If you're interested, comment below. Like, you have to like spell it right out. And that's what makes it a hook. The invite makes it a hook.
Well, there. I think that was an invite. With my video.
Yeah. So here, comment below, interested. So that's you know what you're doing. That's the perfect time frame. You did tons of jabs, and there's a hook.
So how many times a week would you say to hook? I don't think I'm hooking enough. Like, even the post about the what if, it really didn't say at the bottom of mine to comment or join. That was kind of like a jab. And then on Sunday, I was going to do one about our sneak peek that we're doing.
Yeah.
So that was going to be my hook, but that's really probably going to be my only one this week. How many?
Like, I usually hook Thursday nights and Sunday nights.
Okay.
That, from what I'm reading, and I have watched a lot of team calls on this, because our next team, like big team call, I'm going to do on this as well. And they're saying like 2, maybe 3 a week. Like, 3 would be pushing it, and the rest is jabs. But remember, jabs always have that like subtly, some of your jabs, I know that sounded funny to say an aggressive jab, but some of your jabs are a little more aggressive than others, right? Like, just a jab is like a quote or something funny about Delaney finding a black hair. Like that's just a jab. And then you have more aggressive jabs that really focus on Beachbody. Say a picture has your breakfast and in the background you can see the containers. Or in the background, you can see your Shakeology mug. That's an aggressive jab. It's, you're not coming right out and talking about it, but it's there. Like it's subtly there. It's like Justine, you had Energize book. Like so from what I'm reading, it's like 2 to 3 times a week. You want like a hook with a call to action. And then the rest is the varying jabs. Does that make sense-ish?
Yeah.
I think maybe more than not, people are jabbing and not hooking at all. Like if you go, now you need to go off this call and like evaluate your page. Like, am I doing hooks all the time? Like really read your posts. Like, am I hooking all the time? Or is it that I'm just jabbing all over the place and never asking people to join me in my challenge group or free group or coaching? And you want to do a combination of all three all the time. Like, there's always a group to join. There's always ways you can help people, even if you don't have a challenge group coming right up. You still have to keep consistent with inviting to that. And I don't know how I got off my thing here. Whew.
Michelle, when you're posting in all three of your groups, like how many times are you posting in each? Like on your like page and then your support group and then your personal page, like
a lot. I mean, I am of the mindset that people don't see the same thing because I know that they don't. And I know it took me a long time to get that into my head. I was really nervous. I was spamming people, but not the same people don't see the same stuff. So I definitely post on my like page. I post on all three 100% for sure 3 times a day. Okay. On all three. You don't have to do that. I mean, that's just what I've always done. I've always posted. When I just had a like page, it was back in the day where we posted about 8 to 9 times a day. So I was always very used to doing this. But on my like page, I'm not coming up with like amazing content. On my like page, it's just sharing videos, sharing funny quotes. Like that's all I do on there. Share recipes. Like it is not hard. The like page is easy. The like page is just a vehicle to get people into your support group or get conversations started. Really, it's just a vehicle to get people noticing you. And really, when people don't know you yet personally, those easy quotes, those funny quotes that kind of still relate to your tribe or your personality, the recipe videos, the funny viral videos, like that's what gains the likes on that or the comments. And then you can go message them and start building a relationship with them. You can invite them to your support group or whatever you want to do after that. But it's like a vehicle to just get people. Okay. So you want to, like I always go look at the viral video page because there's always funny videos that like thousands of people have liked. So I just share it to my like page and then I get maybe 50 people that like it. So there's 50 people I can send that little blurb to.
Do you share it from that viral video page or do you copy that into the Keep Vid?
I usually just share it.
Okay.
Yeah. But if it was like a call to action, like it's more the call to actions that I would put it in the Keep Vid. I don't do that all the time. Okay. Especially on my like page. I just share it from wherever. I wouldn't ever share from YouTube though. That is one thing I wouldn't ever do. Facebook hates YouTube. So as soon as they see a YouTube link, they're not going to post it. They're not going to let many people see it. Yeah, try and find a Facebook link for the same video if it's a video you really like. Or if you're in YouTube and you really like a video, then use that Keep Vid thing. Okay. But I would just share it. Like I just search on Facebook. Like I literally in the search bar, just like recipe videos or clean eating videos or viral videos. I just search up there or I go on someone else's page and look at what they've got and share it. Well, that's really what I do. Okay, I can't figure out how to get back from this stupid share screen thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, that good? Oh my God. Oh, Terry's got one thing.
Don't expect the same feedback on all three of those. If you get different reach from support group to like page to personal, right?
Yeah, he's just saying, like I post on my personal, in my support page and on my like page, and I don't get the same kind of feedback. Like I don't get 365 likes on my like page ever. I've never, ever, like 25 likes, 30 likes on my like page. Like it's not humongous. Honestly, my personal page is what is getting me the most traction. Like never have I had 300. I don't know what that transformation picture ended up being, but it was insane. And I was so nervous to post that there. Like, please know that I was sweating my ass off posting it. And it was like an incredible response. So, and I realize not everyone has a transformation picture. I can't help it that I do have a transformation picture, but we all have something to share, right? We all have something that's going to resonate with your followers. Does that make sense? People look confused or scared or something. Have I confused you more, or does it kind of explain it?
No, it explains it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. If there's no questions, then let's rock and roll. It's Saturday, peeps. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
No questions.
I guess everyone will be, oops.